Yeah, so when I went through the NBA draft process a couple years ago, coming out of South Dakota State, I actually worked out for Boston, and then I also worked out for him this year, going through the process, and I really enjoyed both times I worked out there. Obviously, meeting the organization and the staff, and I really enjoyed the workouts as well, and the city. Um, uh, just thoroughly enjoyed my time there, and obviously, I felt like I put a good step forward in those workouts, and I'm just really excited to obviously, have this opportunity in Boston, and excited to get to work.
Can you explain what you went through in those workouts?
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of 3-on-3, a lot of shooting. Tried to just, show my competitive nature and just how much I like to compete. Dive on the floor for loose balls, kind of just impact winning in a positive way, in any way I can, really. And that's really what I tried to show, in these workouts.
Next question will be from Bob Manning.
Hey, Baylor, welcome to Boston. Who were you able to meet through those workout processes in 2022 and this year? And what kind of feedback were you able to get from the Celtics through those couple processes then and now?
Yeah, well, the first time coming through, obviously, was a couple years ago, and they really liked my game, just my ability to, kind of impact the game in different ways, whether that be shooting, passing, dribbling, or just my IQ. And they felt like I could get a little stronger, a little quicker, a little more explosive a couple years ago, and that's kind of what I really tried to, improve on, these last 2 years at Creighton, and I feel like I did that, which kind of put me in the position to be where I am right now.
And how much have you been able to get to know Brad, get to know Joe, some of the guys
Mhm.
at the top of the team there?
Yeah, obviously last night, Brad reached out to me, and obviously, talked to him, my first time working out there, and then obviously this past time, working out there as well. And then, had some of the guys reach out, Jason and Al reached out, and Coach Missoula as well. And, that meant a lot to me. I'm obviously really excited to get there and, meet everybody and my new teammates, and really just try to be a sponge and learn from everybody, and try to intake as much information as I can that will help me, grow as a player in the NBA.
Next question will be from Jack Simone.
Hey Baylor, nice to meet you. Welcome to Boston. I was hoping maybe you could run me through some of the emotions that went through your mind. Obviously, get the end of the first round. It's a weird 2-day format now, so you get there and then you get picked, and it's by the Celtics. Just what were you thinking in that moment, and what was that like for you?
Yeah, obviously, like you said, it was, I was very anxious, coming towards the end of the first round. Um, and, obviously got the phone call there while the Celtics were on the clock. And as soon as, I got the phone call, I was super excited. Obviously, being picked by this organization that just, came off an NBA championship, an organization that obviously, doesn't just pick anybody to come into their team. And it was an honor that they felt, confident enough to pick me, and felt like I could come in and, just impact the team in any way I can, and try to help them just continue this culture that they already have set.
Yeah, and I mean, Celtics are a very historic organization. Obviously, the fan base is very passionate. I was wondering what you could tell fans and just explain about how you will fit into that hardcore fan base, like what you bring to the game and your off-court personality that you think is a good fit with
Yeah.
the Boston Celtics.
Yeah, well, I think I just, I'm a hard worker. I like to work, and I like to compete. I like to just impact the game in any way I can. Like to impact winning, whether that's diving on the floor, making threes, or blocking shots, whatever that might be. And I like to have fun while doing it. I think basketball obviously is a game that's meant to be enjoyed, and so when I'm out there on the court, I just like to have a lot of fun, and like to compete.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Question will be from Cam.
Hi, Baylor. I turned my camera on. I feel bad that you're the only one on camera. Um, I'm curious. I know you're busy with the Blue Jays this year, but I'm curious how much Celtic basketball you're able to watch, and then into the postseason, the finals. What your takeaways were from the team, and where you see yourself fitting into that.
Yeah, well, yeah, I did watch them obviously throughout this year, and then obviously, into the playoff run. And I just really like the team chemistry that they have. Everybody plays a role, and they are really good at it's a team game, and they understand that, and they're always deflecting credit to one another, and that's how it should be. The game of basketball is obviously a team game, and obviously they have tremendous players as well, which is why they were able to win the NBA championship. But the team chemistry is something that really stuck out to me, and I think that's something that I can come in and also just add to that as well, kind of just being a connector and just being able to impact the game in any way I can to help them win.
Sure, thanks.
Next question will be from Jared.
Hey, Jared Weiss in The Athletic. Nice to meet you. You said that you worked out with Boston a couple of years ago. What did you take from that pre-draft process about what you had to get better, and what feedback have you gotten from Boston about what you did over that period of time to become a player that they wanted to draft?
Yeah. Well, 2 years ago, obviously I'm 2 years younger, and at the time, coming out of South Dakota State, it's kind of a different level than what I was at these past 2 years at Creighton. And I think, it kind of just opened up my eyes that my first time working out, kind of just what I needed to improve on, and kind of what, the NBA game was kind of all about. And then obviously these last 2 years at Creighton, kind of just really working on that, and the ability to come in this year and kind of just prove that I have grown as a player and as a person. And I think that really helped me obviously throughout this process, and then ended up getting selected.
Next question from Bobby.
Hey, Baylor, first off, welcome to Boston and congratulations on getting drafted. Secondly, you set a high school state record for touchdown passes as a quarterback. I was just curious what role you think that's played in your development as a facilitator in basketball and with your court vision.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it plays a big part. Obviously, the quarterback in football, you have to kind of know everything that's going on the field. You have to know, what routes your receivers are running. You have to know what the defense is in. You have to know what routes beat certain defenses. And I think you have to know it all, and it happens so fast. And I think, basketball obviously is kind of the same thing in terms of my playmaking, my ability to, see the court and kind of anticipate things before it happens. And then obviously my ability to kind of deliver the ball on time and on target. I think, me playing football definitely helped me continue to develop that on the basketball court for sure.
Next question from Gary.
Hey, Baylor, Gary Washington, Boston Globe. Congratulations. I just wanted to ask you about transferring from South Dakota State to Creighton. What went into that decision? Obviously, maybe to get closer to home. Like, what kind of went into trying to transfer up? And obviously, South Dakota State's a great program, high level. The Summit League is obviously very competitive. But what kind of encouraged you to say, okay, I want to try something, maybe another level up?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, like you said, South Dakota State obviously is a great program, and I still value and have a lot of relationships with the people there. And my 3 years there were nothing short of amazing. And after my junior year, going through the NBA draft process, kind of getting feedback, I felt like I needed to move up and challenge myself again. Obviously, coming out of my junior year, I won Player of the Year. And we went 30-5, and obviously won the Summit League, and it was a tremendous year. But I felt like I had kind of accomplished everything at that level, and in order for me to really want to achieve this dream of playing in the NBA, that I needed to continue to challenge myself and continue to grow. And I felt like transferring up to a Power Five, a big conference like the Big East, would ultimately just help me grow as a player and as a person, and ultimately help me achieve those dreams of playing in the NBA.